This plane is a North American Aviation Harvard, and the Americans called it a Texan. This airplane was used as an advanced pilot trainer in Second World War and post-Second World War. It cruises about 125 knots in our standard cruise setting. If we put the power way up, we can get up to about 145. Because of the wartime conditions in late 30s and early 40s, as you know, making airplanes was top priority in the US. So in Canada, we actually built some of these American aircraft designs in Canada. And in this case, this particular one was built by Canadian Car and Foundry, which is based in Thunder Bay.
Now, you said that your father previously bought this?
Yes, he bought it from a farmer in Saskatchewan in 1983. And that guy was actually the first owner when it left the military in '65. It was always this yellow. It was this yellow in military. They kept it the same color post-military, and it's that way today. A pilot would typically go into a simpler aircraft like a Chipmunk or a Cornell or a Tiger Moth in the earlier days. And then once they mastered basic skills, they would go into this aircraft, which was a little more advanced, complex. It has retractable gear and adjustable propellers, and it's faster and it has more horsepower. So once a student mastered this aircraft, it was actually harder to fly than the frontline fighters. Once a pilot mastered these, they could hop into any fighter in the front line and be able to fly it without killing themselves. The show we're going to put on in August is very similar to the last show, if you showed up for that. So basically, myself and my wingman Drew are going to do a bunch of formation aerobatic maneuvers. So the two planes will be right next to each other in formation, just like the snowbirds. And we'll do some loops and rolls with that, and then we split up, do some solo aerobatics, come back together and do a pass. It takes about 100 hours of flying before you get past this fear that you're behind the aircraft, that you're actually thinking ahead of it. But once you do that, it's rewarding, and it's certainly rewarding to extend our experience in aerobatics and in formation flying. It's one of those things that's like golf. You never reach perfection, but the fun is in trying to get there, you know?